Now we will start work on a simple heart shaped earring. For that I'm going to select line tool and select any color, and we are on our working file. I'm going to simply draw a heart shape like this. And now it is really important, as you can see, for cut files, these nodes, these guys, these has to be lower in number and these has to align properly, so when the final product is made it is perfect. So what I did here was I selected this point and this point and aligned it, and I'm going to use simplify to make the situation better. So if I will see to lessen the number of these nodes. So I'm going to preview. So now you can see this here. Now without preview you can see, or we can just count 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now for the little earrings, these are too many nodes. So now we are going to go path, object path, simplify. In simplify it delete some nodes and make the shape more smooth, so it is used easily in the cutting machine and it do not jam the cutting machine. So you can see now the original I had 6 points which I told you, and now I have just 3 points, so this is good. Now we are going to simply reflect this shape so I can complete my heart shape. For that I'm going to right click, transform and reflect. For reflect I'm going to reflect it vertically and preview of course and copy, because it will make the copy and of this half heart shape. And now with the help of arrow keys I'm going to bring it on the other side. Now we have this heart, and so for just for our preview we are going to see how big this heart is. So it is nice 2 inches tall, 2 inches wide. We will continue working on it. And now just to align these two parts properly I'm going to go to align, and with align I'm going to select align to selection. This just puts the parts right on the same area where I wanted, and they are absolutely symmetrical. Now we have to join these two parts. So for that I'm going to use join tool. So how the join tool works, I'm going to use this direct selection tool. First let's go direct selection tool and select these two joints, these two points which I want to join, so it will make a complete shape. So you can see, just select your join tool and hover over it and it will join the two sections. Now we will do the lower part of the line, and again we'll use direct selection tool, select these two points only and go to join tool here, which is in the pencil tool area, and join, and then we can again hover over it and it completes the shape. Now you can see we have a very nice heart shape. So I'll just copy this line design just for the record, just to keep a copy, and then we will just from stroke to we will change it to fill. So now you can see we have a nice heart, and I'll just bring it the size down to 2 into 2 inches. Now it is snapping, so we'll turn off the snapping, and then it is in the 2 into 2 inch box, because this was 3 into 3 box and here it is 2 inches tall, 2 inches wide. To see how this design is working, we can go and check in our layers panel. This is where you are going to see that what is this shape. For cutting files, we need these shapes to be compound paths. Now you can see it is a path, and here our line drawing is a path too. So now here you keep eye on everything. So if I put like mistakenly any point here and I just forget, and this line also have no color. Now if this part somehow end up on your design, it is going to cause difficulties with cutting machine. So now here you can see that what is this path. This, you know, this is the outline and this is your design, a fill. And so keep eye on these things. If you find anything extra which you don't need, delete it and keep your files as clean as possible. Now we will start with basic earring design. Now first I keep copy of everything I make, so if I make any mistake in the making design, then I always have the copy. So now this is our heart shape. This is going to be a simple heart shape earring. What we are going to do now, we are going to worry about the jump ring hole. So 0.11, which is 7 millimeters. This is how big usually I make the hole for the jump ring, because this fits all the jump rings easily. So now we are going to select where to put our heart. So I'll put our jump ring hole where I want this to go. So maybe we can tilt it a little bit and put this, okay, Control C, Control V, and put a jump ring hole here easily, and now it will make a heart shape earring, which is the heart is slightly on the side, and this will make a unique heart shape earring. So now I'm going to go, and now we have to cut this circle through this heart shape. So simply I have my pathfinder, you can see, always on the front, because this is the tool which I mostly use. So to punch a hole through this heart, we are going to use minus front. So I'm just going to select both shapes, and I'm happy with where with the placement of this jump ring hole. So I'm just going to select both of those and minus front. So now here you always keep eye on the layer panel, what is happening here. Now you can see it turned into a compound path, but this can be a final earring. So now first of all, I'll just select this, expand the shape, and then unite the shape, and object, compound path, make. So now I know for sure that this is a compound path with an earring design ready to go. So I'm going to Control X, remove this from this working file, and put this into my finished file. So here you go, your earrings, a simple heart earring is ready. Now we have to save it for the cutting file, or how I save for the customers. Now I'll show you that. So I will not save this design directly from this file, because it has so much detail, and this is a working file. So I'll use a nice clean new Illustrator file, which I'll use to save this earring, and I'll just make it 3 into 3 inches wide and tall. And again, the resolution has to be 300 ppi, which is raster effect, and color mode has to be RGB. So now you can see This is I'll just bring the ruler. Now you can see it is a 3 inches into 3 inches tall and white file. And here you can see on the layer panel, it is a brand new clean file. So now I'm going to bring my heart earring from Control C and Control V, and now I'm going to align it right in the middle of the center by choosing Align to Artboard, and then I will horizontal align the center and vertical align the center. Now this design is right in the middle of center, and here on the layer panel it is a compound path, so it has no extra points or anything extra which can be a problem in the finished product. So for now, again, I can make the size of artboard little bit smaller, so this files become little bit smaller, so it is not taking too much space. For that, there are some options which you can use, and you can go to artboard option, and here you have preset, and this says fit artwork bounds. Now it is exactly make it right around the artwork, and it is not that big, but I'll make just for safety and peace of my mind, I will make it 2 inches and 2 inches tall and wide. So now I know this is a nice shape of the earring in a cardboard which is not that big. Now I'm going to save it as SVG. So, and we can also see that there are no extra things in this layer panel. It is just one shape and it is right in the middle and it is ready to go. So we will save it as cut file. So I save it as, so I will save it on my desktop. First of all, I'll name it Heart Earrings -1. So I use PDF. I sell these as PDF as well, so I'll just save it as PDF. I also sell it as EPS file, so I'll select EPS from here and I'll just save it. This is the important one. All the work we were doing is for this particular file, which is SVG file. So select SVG, and I'm not going to select anything else, and I'll just save, and I'm not going to change anything here because the settings are suitable for all users. So I just go OK, and then I also export this file as a DXF file. So I'm going to just change nothing and save it as DXF, and then just for the preview purposes I use it as JPEG file with again high resolution, and finally I'll save it as a PNG file. If somebody wants a PNG to use in Cricut Design Space, they can use it. So now I'll go to my desktop, and here you can see all the files I saved. So I'll check them one by one now. So I will first choose SVG. Now you can see that this is a clean SVG file which is ready to go. Again, you can check your JPEG, PNG just to make sure that everything is working fine, and especially this SVG file is good to go. So our file is now finished, and I have completed the project, and I have saved these files in different formats and created a zip file so I can upload it to my marketplaces where I sell these files. But before that, we are going to do a quality control, and for that I'm going to use Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to start a new project, upload an image. So from here I can just drag and drop this SVG file and save. So now I can upload it to Cricut Design Space, and you can see here, and I will change the color to, so you can see the cut lines very well. So you can see, first of all, it is exactly 2 inches tall and 2 inches wide. Here we can see that, and this black line is a cut line. And now you can, on here on this side, you can see that this is a basic cut. It is showing that now it is ready to cut and there are no extra parts. And now I'm just going to click make it, and here you can see this earring can be cut easily, and I'm going to cancel it. But here you can see that it is a nice cut file with proper cut lines, which a customer will have no problem using. So I have created a zip file, and then I also created presentation files, and now I'm going to show you. These earrings are here on my Etsy shop, and you can see I have created this presentation to show the customer how big can be the file. It can be earrings, it can be download, it can be a pendant. So this is how I created my final product. So these earrings are ready to go. I hope you like the video, and in the future we are going to create more complex designs. So this was the first one and simple one. So thank you very much. Take care.